Cruise ships look glamorous, right? But behind those glossy brochures, your cabin can hide mistakes that cost you hundreds, or even get you kicked off mid-cruise. Today, we're breaking down 20 things you should never do in your cruise cabin. And here's the catch, most of these slip-ups are so common, passengers don't even realize it. Chances are you've already done at least one of these without realizing it. The moment you walk into your cabin, I know the first instinct is to drop your bags, jump on the bed, maybe even run straight to the balcony to check out that ocean view. But hold on, before you get too comfortable, do yourself a favor and give the room a quick inspection, the same way you would if you were renting a car. Open the safe and make sure it actually locks. Flush the toilet. Yes, really. Run the shower to see if the water gets hot and the pressure is decent. Switch on the air conditioning, flip the light switches, even test the outlets if you brought a charger. Sometimes you'll catch little things right away, a fridge that doesn't cool, a lamp that won't turn on, or a safe with a jammed keypad. Why bother? Because if you wait until the end of the cruise, there's a very good chance you'll get blamed and billed for damage that was already there. Guest services will happily send someone to fix it if you report it right away. But if you don't, that broken lamp suddenly becomes your $75 souvenir. Think of this as your cruise insurance. 5 minutes of checking on day 1 could save you money, frustration, and a whole lot of awkward conversations later. Every cabin has a small safe, and it's the smartest place to keep your valuables out of sight. Put your passport, extra cash, cards, or jewelry inside, and just carry what you actually need for the day. The buffet line doesn't require a passport, so lock it up. Here's a practical backup. Take a photo of your passport and store it in the cloud. If the real one ever goes missing, at least you've got proof ready to go. It's a simple step that adds peace of mind, so you can enjoy your cruise without constantly checking your pockets. That little fridge in your cabin might look innocent: cold sodas, tiny bottles of liquor, maybe even some snacks, but don't be fooled. It's not a perk, it's a money trap. Even if you've paid for the unlimited drink package, what's inside the minibar almost never counts. Grab one Coke without thinking and boom, your bill just jumped $20. And here's the sneaky part. Cruise lines know this. They're banking on tired passengers opening that fridge late at night and saying, "Hey, it's just a soda." Spoiler, it's never just a soda. So here's the smart move. On day 1, ask your cabin steward to clear out the minibar. They'll do it for free, and then you can use the fridge for your own water, sodas, or snacks you pick up on board. Zero surprise charges, zero stress when you see your final bill. Cruise Wi-Fi isn't like the one at home. It's often slower, pricey, and has limits on data. Stream a movie or let your apps run in the background, and you could end up with a bill that hurts more than sunburn. That said, Wi-Fi at sea is getting better. Some cruise lines, like Royal Caribbean with Starlink in 2025, now offer faster, more reliable connections, and premium cabin packages may even include it for free. But unless you're sure it's covered, don't assume you can scroll TikTok for hours without consequences. Use it wisely, message family, check excursion times, maybe upload that one sunset photo. Cruise Wi-Fi isn't for streaming Netflix, it's for proving to your friends you actually saw that sunset. I get it, you want to look sharp on formal night. Nobody wants to show up in the dining room looking like their shirt just wrestled its way out of the suitcase. But here's the deal: irons, steamers, kettles, even little plug-in fans, absolutely banned. And don't think you'll sneak one past security. Pack one and it ends up in the confiscated bin before your cruise even starts. Worst case? You set off an alarm, and suddenly you're the main character in a safety drill nobody signed up for. The good news: cruise ships already have hairdryers in every cabin, and many offer pressing or laundry service if you really need that crisp look. Or here's a hack: hang your wrinkled clothes in the bathroom while you take a hot shower. Steam does the job without the drama. So leave the gadgets at home, pack smart, and let the ship's amenities do the heavy lifting. This one catches a lot of people off guard. Back home, CBD oil might be perfectly legal. Maybe you even have a medical card. But the second you step onto a cruise ship, the rules change. Cruise lines follow international maritime law, and that means zero tolerance. One passenger thought a small bottle of CBD oil was harmless. By the next port, she was escorted off the ship with no refund and a lifetime ban. Not exactly the kind of souvenir you want to bring home. Some passengers argue, but it's legal in my state. Guess what? The ocean doesn't care about your state. Its security finds CBD gummies, marijuana, or anything with THC. You're looking at fines and the end of your vacation. Here's a rule that gets people in trouble all the time: no smoking in your cabin. Not cigarettes, not cigars, not vapes, nothing. I don't care if it's legal back home or if your balcony feels private. On a cruise ship, one stray spark can turn into a full-blown fire faster than you can say abandon ship, and cruise lines take this seriously. People have been fined hundreds of dollars, escorted off mid-cruise, and even banned for life just for sneaking a puff. Not exactly worth it for a cigarette break. But don't worry, you don't have to quit cold turkey for the entire cruise. Ships have designated smoking areas that are properly ventilated and way safer. So if you need a smoke, head there. Otherwise, light up in your cabin and you might find yourself waving goodbye to the ship from the pier. Smoke where you're supposed to, or don't smoke at all. Let's talk about something serious: weapons. You'd be shocked how many people try to pack knives, pepper spray, or even toy guns just in case. Cruise security isn't messing around. Anything that looks like a weapon, even a pocket knife or a decorative sword from a souvenir shop, can get you pulled aside, searched, and delayed from boarding. One passenger tried to bring a tiny pocket knife, claiming it was for cutting fruit. Security didn't care. It was confiscated, and he got a nice lecture about maritime law to go with his fruit salad. Remember, cruise ships operate under international rules, and they're extra strict about anything that could be used as a weapon. That includes scissors longer than 4 inches. You'd think this one's obvious, but every year, someone brings candles, incense, or even tries to light a birthday cake in their cabin. Let me be clear, open flames on a cruise ship are a massive no-go. Fire is one of the biggest dangers at sea. Ships are made with tons of flammable materials, and a tiny candle can turn into a full evacuation faster than you can say happy birthday. Cruise lines have smoke detectors in every cabin, and yes, they work. Light a candle, and you'll have security at your door before you can blow it out. If you want a cozy vibe, pack a battery-powered LED candle. Same warm glow, zero fire hazard. Some even flicker realistically, so you still get the ambience without the panic. Let's talk about the muster drill, that safety briefing everyone secretly dreads. It's not exactly the highlight of your cruise, but skipping it is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. The muster drill teaches you where to go and what to do in case of an emergency. It's not just a formality, it's literally the thing that could save your life if something goes wrong. And here's the kicker: attendance is mandatory. The ship won't even leave the port until every passenger has checked in. Skip it and crew members will hunt you down, politely but firmly, until you complete it. Some cruise lines will even fine you or delay your onboard privileges. Most ships now make it easier. You can watch a short video on the cruise app and just check in at your muster station. No standing in the sun for half an hour anymore.